Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bakayoko, and I want to welcome you to another edition of The Resolution, the video series designed to help us build the resolve necessary to achieve our goals. Alright guys, today I want to talk about two habits that I had that completely destroyed my self-esteem and self-confidence. The first was my habit of comparing myself to other people. I'm not sure how often you've done this, but whenever I compare my talents, my abilities, my accomplishments, or even my physique to people, without realizing it, what I was doing was benchmarking my worth or measuring my worth based on what someone else had or was capable of. So when someone was smarter than me, I felt dumb. If somebody learned faster than me, I felt incompetent. If a guy got more girls than me, I felt unattractive. Or if someone had a better job or had accomplished more than me, I felt like a failure. I'm sure you can imagine how destructive that was to my self-esteem, but I've learned the only thing worse than comparing myself to other people was seeking people's approval to boost my self-esteem. Let me explain. So growing up, I remember being teased for being African and having an African last name. Every day I heard jokes. I was an African booty scratcher, I was Ben Bakayoko, Ben Bakayoko, or they would say my hair looked like a Brillo pads. Every day they mocked and laughed at me, but despite the fact that these kids made fun of me, I still had an urge or a desire to be accepted by the very people who were clowning me. I wanted to be like them, I wanted to fit in with them, I wanted to hang out like them, and honestly, it got to a point where I wanted to be like them so much that my self-worth depended on their approval of me or whether or not they liked me. So, in other words, if they didn't like me, I didn't like me. If they believed I was weird, I believed I was weird. If a girl said, "Ben, you're ugly," I actually believed I was ugly. Their opinion of me literally became my reality. So since I couldn't change my last name or the fact that I was African, I changed everything else. I changed the way I walked, talked, and dressed. When that didn't work, I played sports and built muscle. When that didn't work, I actually tried to gain approval and acceptance through honors or accomplishments. But that didn't work either. It wasn't until my senior year in college that I realized I had absolutely no control over what other people thought about me. I could only control what I thought about myself. I read this quote the other day that said, "There's always going to be someone who won't see your worth. Don't let it be you." I repeat, the quote said, "There's always going to be someone who won't see your worth. Don't let it be you." The quote resonated with me because for such a long time I was trying to get everybody to like me. And like the quote said, it's impossible. There's always going to be someone or some group of people who won't see our worth, whether it's family, friends, colleagues, or even some employer. And that's okay because we're smarter than they think, stronger than we seem, and we're braver than they can ever imagine. We just need to believe we're smart, strong, brave, and attractive, and we don't even need to prove it to them. We just need to believe it. And if we believe it long enough, eventually they'll see it. Thanks again for listening, guys. And remember, dreams do come true. But number one, we must dream it. Number two, we must believe it. Number three, we gotta grind every single day until we achieve it. Thanks again for listening, guys, and I'll see you next time.